is up, everybody? It's your boy, Bobby from Bobby's Breakdowns, coming at you with another stream. It's WrestleMania weekend, Christmas Day for us wrestling fans. I am super excited. In this stream, we are going to be predicting NXT Stand and Deliver. We won't take too much time on that. And then we are going to be predicting the biggest show of the year. That's right, the WrestleCon Super Show. No, I'm just kidding. We are going to be predicting WrestleMania 41, and things are probably going to get heated, but stay tuned for that. But we have a few guests joining us. Let's bring them in. Making his stream debut on the channel and in total, my boy, Fizz. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Bobby? What's going on? Thanks for having me on this morning.
Of course. Welcome to the channel. Yeah.
Appreciate the invite. As you said, my debut, I'm not really used to this whole video stuff. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so
I run my own Pipe Bomb Sessions podcast, as you were on. We were yelling a few days ago.
We'll get into that. We'll allow a promotion at the end, but I do have you in the bio, so go subscribe to Fizz, or I guess it's technically subscribe. Go, yeah. I don't know what Spotify is. Yeah, go drop a like, whatever. On Spotify, the link is in the bio. Next, let's see who's the most unprepared for this one. Leo's looking around, so welcome back, Leo. Yeah,
it's like Christmas Day for wrestling fans.
Yeah. I haven't said it enough. It's like Christmas Day for wrestling fans. Ryan, are you happy? Oh wait, speaking of, wait, no. Oh, I hate this thing. Ryan said, "Huh." Because I can't. It keeps asking me to do that referral. I'm going in here and undoing that. All right, let's get the last guest in here before anything happens. All right, the EVP CJ3. What's up?
What's going on, guys? It's WrestleMania. I'm the EVP from the main event show and also from EVP Zero show.
Yeah, I know you're not CJ the third, but like EVP CJ3 sounded a lot better to me. But
I like it.
And why can't I watch my stream right now? Great, lovely, solid. Off to a solid start. Yeah, wait, why can't I watch it? Interesting. Huh. All right, well, anyway, we are going to be doing a little stand and deliver predictions. There's 7 matches there. Yeah. I mean, we're not going to spend too much time on it because WrestleMania is the big one of them all. Okay, I can watch it now, thank goodness. And yeah, we're just going to dive into that. And yeah, remove. There we go. And Ryan says, "What's up, people?" I got that up there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the stand and deliver card. We can start on the pre-show, I suppose. We have a fatal 4-way elimination tag match for a shot at the tag team titles, and I believe that's on Tuesday, Leo?
Correct.
Okay, so we have Metaphor, which is Last Legend and Jakara Jackson versus Fatal Influence, Fallon Henley and JC Jane versus Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan versus Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. Who do we got? Who should we start with? Fizz, I'll put you on the spot.
You know, I'm glad you put me on the spot because, as you know, I'm still trying to get used to NXT, even though I was talking to Leo earlier. It is more entertaining than SmackDown, I will say that.
Yeah, for a few reasons, but...
Well, two of the reasons are two of the girls I'm going to pick right here.
Yep.
Roxanne and Cora Jade. I mean, shoot. Personally, I thought Roxy would be facing Bayley on the main.
Go check out my Mania predictions. I said Roxanne Perez versus Bayley.
I just thought that was like a lock. I don't know what happened. He had a great showing at the Rumble. The Chamber was a good showing too.
Yeah.
Fun. And I don't know. I think I'm gonna pick them. If winners face the winner of the women's tag title match.
Yeah, we'll get to that later on. But yeah, the women, the winners of this match face Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez / Bayley Lyra Valkyria.
Oh, dope. Yeah. I'm gonna put my pick in for you.
All right. CJ, who you got?
I'm going to go with Roxanne and Cora.
Okay. Leo, who you got?
I have also got Roxanne and Cora.
I'm going different.
Do you want me to fill in for Zero?
Oh yeah. Who's Zero got? Because he can't be here.
Don't worry. Zero has got Roxanne and Cora Jade. You see what I did there because it's an X for Zero.
yeah. Don't do that again.
Yeah, he's got.
Anyway. I'm going different here. I think, Raw after Mania, Roxanne could officially come up, or SmackDown after Mania. Officially. I know she's been up before, but she's not officially up. So I think one of them might take the pin because they hate each other again. So I think I'm going with Tatum and Gigi. And plus,
I have a thing about that.
Why?
The Meta Girls and Gigi and Tatum have a TNA Knockouts title match the week after WrestleMania at Rebellion.
All right.
But I thought I'd wait for you to choose your pick first before mentioning that.
Fine, I'll go Roxanne and Cora, I guess.
Oh, there's a good lad.
Welcome.
It's either they lose today or tomorrow, or they lose Tuesday. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
Who was that? A screaming child? What did I just?
Yeah, that's one of my kids.
Okay, that's like, should I alert the authorities or? So yeah, next up we have the ladder match for the vacant NXT North American Women's Championship. Zarya versus Kalani Jordan versus Sol Ruka versus Izzy Dame versus Lola Vice versus Thea Hale. Who do we got? Let's go backwards this time. CJ, who you got? No, Leo, who you got?
Okay, so again, Zero has got Thea Hale, which is an interesting pick. I've got Lola Vice.
This is sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. I didn't. I thought you were done. My bad.
Oh, you're done?
CJ, go for it.
I'm gonna go with Zarya.
Okay. Fizz, who do you think you got?
I'm gonna be honest. Here comes the rookie mindset. So I'm gonna go with the girl that I've seen the most on Instagram.
Lola. Lola. I love everybody knows
Yeah,
girls on Instagram. Lola. So so I'm gonna just break this down. Izzy Dame, no. Thea Hale just came back, no. Kalani Jordan, she's been the North American champion before, no. Zarya and Sol Ruka are possibilities, but I think they're both gonna mess with each other, and that's what's gonna cost them. So that leaves Lola Vice for the win. And I have her on my team, so I hope so.
Well, Sol Ruka just won the speed championship, so she's not gonna win.
Is that canon? Wait, did she actually?
Yeah, well, yeah, she did, yeah.
Oh, geez.
But she won it like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, God. Okay.
Title?
But,
also, I guess that thing is still existing.
If you look, for me, like, if you look at the aesthetic of Zarya, does she really look like the kind of woman that wouldn't just turn on a tag team partner?
Yeah, that's why
she
I'm
looks like a heel. So I don't know why she wasn't just brought in as a heel.
Yeah, that's why I said it's down to those three: Lola, Zarya, and Sol. And I think Sol and Zarya will mess with each other, and that just opens the door for Lola. And plus, Lola hasn't had a title on NXT, right?
Nope.
She's had a few title shots, but never won it.
No, she had a very good match with Roxanne Perez a few months during last year. But
yeah, she had a few with Roxanne, didn't she?
As I think
no, just the
Jade
one.
said.
Really? She only had one with Roxanne? What did you say, Fizz?
As I think Cora Jade said a couple weeks ago, she's too busy shaking.
Yeah, Cora's never faced anyone for a title.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. But she's been hurt a lot too, right?
I mean, she had the tag belts for a minute.
But she's never had a one-on-one title.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. She's never had a shot at it either.
Not one-on-one. She's had like multi
fatal four ways.
She had the one at Vengeance Day, but never one-on-one.
Yeah, we're somebody on this stream, I won't mention names, CJ, thought Cora Jade was going to take it home. Yeah, that was not a good pick. But anyway, we'll get on to the next match. Tag Team Championship match. Nathan Frazier and Fraxium versus Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. We'll go to CJ this time.
I'm going to go with an upset. I'm going to take Hank and Tank.
Not a bad shout. I'm not going to lie to you.
Time for them to drop the titles.
I'm not sure if I would pull the trigger, but All right. Fizz, who do you got?
I'm gonna go with Fraxium.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, Leo and Xero.
We both gone for Fraction.
It's at the point for me, like, who is Fraxium going to lose to? They've beaten literally everybody, but I don't know if Hank and Tank are the ones to end it. So
I feel like if they were going to have people defeat them, it would have been built up more as a viable threat to their titles.
Yeah, I'm going.
Arguably, Hank and Tank haven't been.
Yeah, I'm going Fraxium. Yeah. But I wouldn't be shocked if they pull the trigger, but also I just don't see it being Hank and Tank. All right. Next up, we have a singles match for the NXT North American Championship. We got my boy Ricky Star Saints defending against Ethan Page. Now, this is an AEW fan's dream match.
Not really. It's happened in AEW.
Has it? I don't remember them fighting.
Yeah.
Really?
They were like the final of a tournament or something. Yeah. Well, I'm the AEW guy here. Look, I'm gonna know.
For the hour?
No, it was like the bloody ring. Like they were in together for the ring.
The Dynamite Diamond ring.
It was nothing important, but the match has happened.
Oh, well, this is just an AEW fumble match. So, who did I start with last time? I started with CJ, I believe. So we'll go back to Fizz.
Man, I really like both guys here, but I gotta go with my guy Ricky Saints. I really feel like his momentum right now is still there, if I am correct, and it's just gonna keep going. I think it's gonna keep building. He's again to the main roster faster than people think. I personally, side note, I thought Ethan Page would also be getting called up.
I'm not ruling out Ethan Page going up this week.
Oh, okay.
And plus, Randy Orton does need a mystery opponent.
Whoa.
Just saying. Randy Orton versus Ethan Page would be a crazy one, but hey. Phil Haynes, Bobby, thank you for joining us, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, we'll go to Leo/Xero.
Xero has Ethan Page.
Oh, for the love of God.
Yeah. I have Ricky Saints.
Yeah. CJ?
I'm going to go Ricky Saints. He just won the titles.
Well, at least CJ wasn't on the same path as Xero. I'll give him credit there. Yeah, Ricky Saints for the win. Ethan Page is going up. So, like, why?
Surely.
Why have Ricky Saints win the title, 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, yeah.
2 or 3 weeks ago? And Ethan Page really doesn't need to be on NXT anymore. I get why they put him in NXT to start, but there's no reason for him to be there now. But yeah.
Fish in a small pond.
Yep. Well, for now. Until he debuts on night 2 against Orton. I'm just kidding. But it would be cool. You got to throw out a bunch of names for that match. You do.
Oh, yeah.
We have a 6-man tag team match. The D'Angelo family. D'Angelo, Stax, and Luca Crisafino versus Dark State. Dion Lewis, Cutler James, Saquon Sugars, and or Osiris Griffin. Okay, that's weird that they don't have the official match in there. But we'll go with. Yeah, we'll get there, Phil. Randy's, we'll get there. I'll start with CJ this time.
Did you say Cutler James was in the match?
It says, this is Wikipedia. Dion Lennox, Cutler James, Saquon Sugars, and or Osiris Griffin.
Okay, I think that's a guy from LFG, right? Cutler James.
I don't watch. Yeah. I have no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Dark State.
Yeah. All right. Fizz or no. Leo/Xero.
I've gone with Dark State.
Fair.
Xero's gone with the D'Angelos.
Of course he is.
Stax is probably gonna turn on D'Angelo, but okay.
But after the match. Anyway, so it's
I mean something's gonna happen. Fizz, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Dark State.
I got Dark State. They're like pretty much brand new.
Yeah. Just a side question. They didn't reveal the leader yet, right?
What?
They didn't reveal the leader yet, right?
Nope.
They don't
No.
really have a leader, like as
Yeah.
of what we know
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
it's like a retribution thing where it gets revealed afterwards.
I just have a guess of who I think it is, just from tuning in a little bit.
Oh.
But
Who do you think it is?
Trick.
it's Trick.
Oh, fair.
I think
It's
it's
Trick,
Stacks.
or they can do a really crazy twist and make it Javon Evans.
I think it's Trick.
I still think
Trick.
it's Stacks. I still think I'm running with Stacks. All right,
I don't even
Leo.
consider them having a leader.
Leo, Ryan wants to know if you think he won the action hero draft last night.
I didn't watch the full thing, so I don't know what the final teams were.
Let me put Ryan.
Oh, wait, no, I heard the full teams. It was the guy who was sat next to you. That's the team
no. That was Hank. That was. Oh, you think he won?
Yes, I prefer
Okay.
his team over the rest of them.
Yeah, so we were talking about it last night. Like we were going over the teams. We were like, all right, Ryan's in last place for sure. Ryan had a good 60% of the draft, and then like the last 4 picks just fell off a cliff.
To be fair, he picked is it Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Yeah.
Which I thought was a great pick, to be fair, because I love that.
I mean, it's not bad, but
there's a lot better picks on the thing.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if I said this. I have Dark State for the win.
Yeah.
Obvious to me.
All
All right. Final 2 matches. Fatal 4-way for the NXT Women's Championship. Stephanie Verker defending against Julia, Jordan Grace, and Jada Parker. Who wins, and why does Jada Parker take the pin? Who are we going to start with? I'll go with, I don't even know. I'll go with Leo, I guess.
Me and Xero have both gone for Jordan Grace to get the win.
And who takes the pin?
I thought we weren't doing that.
Just for fun for this one.
Oh, probably Verker or Julia. It's not Jada.
What are you, high? All right.
Well, they're going to go
Ryan's-
to the main roster, so you take.
Ryan says you can't win them all. Yes, you. CJ, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Stephanie, and I think Jada takes the pin.
Blasphemy. Fizz, who you got?
Okay. Which title? Is she still double title holder?
No.
Oh.
The ladder match is for the vacant North American Championship women's, and
I
then
did give that up. All right.
yeah, Stephanie's just one belt. Steph.
Dude, I think Julia could win it because that allows Stephanie to get called up. I think that was the plan, anyways, personally, and her pinning Stephanie too. By the way, she pins the champion.
All right, so CJ had said he has Stephanie pinning Jada, and that is blasphemy. But I'm going with Stephanie pinning Jada. Yeah. I don't see Stephanie losing it here.
No.
I think Julia could go up, but like you can't call both of them
already.
They're already struggling with the women's division on booking it. So, like, why start bringing all these people up? They don't. What are they going to do with them?
I don't. Yeah.
That's a true point.
You
So
think
you
Jordan
two gone
Grace-
with
Shuffle.
you two have gone with Verker. That's
Yeah, Verker.
probably
Yeah.
For sure. I
So
put
far,
CJ. I
right.
put CJ's house on it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Great.
All right, Jordan Grace all the way from Phil Haynes. You're drinking the Kool-Aid, but all right. Anyway, main event time. Assuming triple threat match for the NXT Championship. We have Obafemi versus Trick Williams versus Javon Evans. Who wins, and why does Javon Evans take the pin? Fizz.
Please come to me last, please.
Oh, for the love of
So,
God. Okay.
which kind of, I guess, goes to my theory from before. If Trick is the leader, he wins the title with their help. And Javon Evans would take the pin to kind of just continue that, I would say. Let Oba come to the main roster. Another guy who I really want to see him face some head honchos on the main roster.
Yep.
I like him. He's good.
All right, CJ, who you got?
I'm drinking Fizz's Kool-Aid. I'm going with Trick.
Wow.
He's a leader of Dark State, and he's going to pin Javon.
Like that.
So I'm still sticking with Trick is not the leader. They're throwing us with that. And while Oba should be coming up to the main roster, I think they're going to give him a long, dominant title reign. So I'm sticking with Obafemi.
Damn.
All right. Leo, what do you got for us, bud?
I have got Obafemi.
Blasphemy. Terrible pick. But anyway, continue. Oh, wait. Let me try and guess this. Xero has a 3-way count out. with
That would be preferred over what he's chosen.
with The Rock cashing in his powers and becoming the NXT champion.
Oh,
That would be
final boss
preferred
arrives.
over what he's
Yeah, the
put.
final. I mean, he's been on NXT before, so you know.
He has Javon Evans to win here.
Oh my god, so bad.
Did he
Yeah.
just like? Did he just drink
I
a
can't
40 and
believe-
like pick
Well,
it?
CJ, did he say that Javon Evans would win on
Yeah,
EVP
well,
last night?
well,
There's even evidence of him saying it.
well, he didn't say it, but like we didn't. We were scratched for time, so he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna hurry up and pick these NXT ones, so we could get to the Mania card."
See, the thing with this match is you could have picked Trick. Like Fizz and CJ have Trick, and I understand their theory there. I can see it happening. Quite frankly, I'm not ruling it out. But also, us picking Oba makes a lot of
It's
sense.
also
There's just one guy you shouldn't have picked in this match.
Yeah,
Trick,
Yeah.
fine, I get it. I don't agree necessarily, but I get it. Oba, yeah, same thing.
Yep.
But Javon Evans, my goodness.
his picture.
All right.
It's the Cora Jade thing all over again.
Oh,
Does his WrestleMania predictions get worse?
no,
No, they're pretty okay to be fair.
they're good.
It's
All right, fair
stand and deliver was one of the
So he's got Javon Evans winning, and who does he have winning the women's?
John.
Jordan Grace.
No, but a few of you picked that. Okay, that's not
I
terrible.
picked that as well.
I picked
Yeah.
Stephanie.
His
Oh, yeah,
his
yeah.
out there picks are Javon Evans, Thea Hale,
Yeah. Oh, that was the one I was thinking of.
and the D'Angelos.
Yeah. No. Zero ain't winning this one. All right,
Yep.
folks. It's Christmas Day. I know I don't say that enough. That's for you, Ryan. We're on to WrestleMania predictions. So let's start off with night 3. No. Anyway. So we'll tackle Orton later. We'll start with night 1. Let's go with all right. We got Rey Mysterio, Leo's favorite wrestler of all time.
I hate that guy so much.
Leo has a Rey Mysterio
Cannot
shrine in
stand
his room. He's got the mask. He's got the gloves.
I hate
He
him
had
so
5 knee surgeries just to mask Rey Mysterio. He didn't even need knee
Yeah,
surgery,
just
but he
a
had
mask
to do it.
Rey Mysterio.
We have Grande Americano that
The
may or may
Grand
not be
Coffee.
Chad Gable.
Come on now. Don't
Somebody said it was EC3. There's no way.
somebody
It's
the other
not.
day
That
said
would be
it was Omos.
fantastic.
What
I also
happened?
said it was Omos.
Oh, Omos? Yeah.
It is the Omos.
Just make it Brock
I'll
Lesnar.
hear nothing less until he says
It's actually Vince McMahon. So
He's back.
I did see that picture. So, all right. We'll start with Fizz for this one. We'll
Oh
comment.
man, come on. Let's please, I beg of you. I'm sick and tired of people telling me it's not Chad Gable. Bobby.
It's not Chad Gable.
Then who is it?
Damn it. What do you mean, who is it? How do you want me to explain this to you? He's not
Who-
winning. He's getting unmasked by the luchador himself, Ray freaking.
Yeah.
not yet.
If it's not Chad
Yeah.
Gable under the mask, then who is
Okay.
it?
Honestly,
Omos.
I'm gonna go with Omos. I like the Omos pick.
It's Omos. That's what I'm saying.
Is it Kurt Angle?
That would be. Oh God. Phil says Grande isn't jacked enough to be EC3 again. Yeah, and
No,
EC3 is so
He
dead
uses the
inside.
damn ankle lock, Bobby.
Hmm. It's and Grande does the flying headbutt.
Mm-hmm.
Gracias.
And I told Leo a few weeks
Just
ago.
is not the same as thank you. They're different words.
I'm
Yeah.
done.
I told Leo a few weeks ago, until I see Gable and El Grande Americano in the same room at the same
Which
time.
we've seen.
No, we haven't. No, we
Yes,
haven't.
we have.
Seen
Yes,
that.
we have.
We haven't. Chad Gable literally
Yes, we
got
have.
ejected from ringside, and then El
And then
Grande
he came
came out
back.
5 minutes later.
But when El Grande first debuted, he was being carted out of the arena while Chad Gable was doing an interview.
Oh, right, because we couldn't see his body from. Wasn't he wearing a jacket too?
He was wearing a jacket.
We have
Mhm.
seen them in the same room.
You know, technically, by that theory, he's right.
But we haven't seen the bodies.
We haven't.
It's Chad Gable.
Another one.
All right.
Just like Elias and Ezekiel all over.
Either way,
Yeah.
we're all gonna have a laugh, no matter what the reveal is. So it don't matter.
All right, Fizz, you're picking Rey Mysterio?
Yeah.
CJ.
I'm going to go with El Grande, and I think they have a mask versus mask at Backlash, and I think that's where Ray wins. But I'm going with El Grande for Romania.
CJ or Leo and Xero.
Xero has gone for El Grande Americano. I have gone for Rey Mysterio because Rey Mysterio doesn't know how to put people over.
Oh, for the love of God.
Therefore,
he put Logan Paul over.
How do I mute his mic?
He put Logan Paul over.
That's true, he did.
But he can't put his own son over.
He will. That'll be his last match.
All right, I moved Leo to the top just so I can mute him. I don't think he knows he's muted.
No. Yeah, he does.
Because I saw Fizz's and I can mute him, but Leo's wouldn't go down far enough, so I just moved Leo up. Leo, what did Rey Mysterio do to you?
I just don't understand this underdog. Like, realistically, he would have died by now with the amount of people he's faced. I just don't believe this whole underdog thing.
Wait. Time out. I don't mean to shatter some dreams right now, but
I know it's not real.
You know wrestling is scripted, right? No? Okay. Okay. Just making sure you know. Anyway, until I said this on Fizz's podcast the other day, until it is made a mask versus mask match, I've got El Grande Americano.
Gracias.
Yeah, gracias. Leo versus Ray is like Stan versus Eminem.
Well, no, because Stan was a fan of Eminem. I've never been a fan of Rey Mysterio.
So we all got El Grande or what?
No, Fizz has Ray, and Fizz and Leo have Ray.
Okay.
And then Xero has El Grande.
So do I.
Honestly, so do I. Mask versus mask. That seems like it's a layup for Triple H now.
That's what I'm saying. Until it's made mask versus mask, I'm picking El Grande.
Yeah. I think that happens at Backlash.
Yeah. Fizz, we have a comment. Fizz's podcast is great. It is. Love his logo too, to be honest. I wonder why you love his logo.
Thanks, Ryan.
I really wonder why. Huh?
Logo artist in the world.
All right, on to the next match for night one. We have one of the rare singles matches that's for nothing. There's only a few of them on here. We have Jade Cargill going against Naomi. Leo and Xero, you're up.
Xero has gone for Naomi.
Dear God. I thought you said his WrestleMania predictions were fine.
No, I've seen people pick Naomi and have a reason for it. So I believe he has a reason for it and stuff. I have Jade Cargill because why would you not choose Jade Cargill?
Yeah. CJ.
I think they go. I think this match goes. They're gonna have 3 matches, so I'm gonna go Naomi as well.
Oh God, 3 matches with them. Oh God. All right, Fizz, you're up.
I'm going on the bandwagon, dude. You heard me the other day. I think Naomi may take this. I'm gonna stick by it. It makes sense if you make the major heel who just turned.
She's a heel now. She's
so bad, and she's doing good as a heel. In my opinion.
Just wait till we get to the main event of night 2. Some people think he's winning.
Some people have money on it.
Bianca and Naomi. That's a setup for that.
Yep.
All right. I think you all gave your predictions, right? Yeah, I've got Jade. I just think it would be stupid to have her lose her first singles WrestleMania one-on-one match. But then again, El Grande Americano might lose his first.
Bro, she just took a pin on SmackDown to live. Like she can...
So technically, she's already gotten that. A little
bit. But first WrestleMania solo match. That's what I mean. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. All right. Next match. We'll go this direction. We have the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar, Sharon's boys, defending their tag team championships against the New Day. CJ, who do you got and why?
I love the War Raiders, but both tag divisions are just awful booking right now. I think a heel needs they turn New Day heel, so it's time to cash in on that. I'm gonna go with the New Day.
Wait, hold on 1 minute. Bobby, you whine more than my 2-year-old niece. No, that was Leo talking about Rey Mysterio. You got us confused.
Fuck Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna go New Day.
All right. CJ, or I keep saying CJ. Leo / Xero.
New Day, both of us.
Both of us, Fizz.
Controversial pick now.
Oh God.
Big Warriors. Reason they're not gonna win how we're thinking.
Oh yeah, you
win.
did say that. Yeah.
Because of returning who?
Hmm.
Biggie.
Biggie.
I can see that happening to kind of extend it, then have the New Day possibly win later. I mean,
Yeah, I think for me, like looking back on it, I personally would have, the whole segment that they did where they did the turn. I would have had Biggie become their manager for a few months, and then done the turn, because then the heat would be as it was back then.
I agree,
and it would have worked really well.
Unfortunately,
it all fizzled out.
What crazy thought to what you just said, right? What if they turn? What if I'm only half right and they turn Biggie at Mania?
What if? Yeah,
I would love that. I think that would be great.
Yeah, what if Biggie helps New Day win?
And then he's the manager like that, you know?
What if Biggie accidentally helps them win?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be crazier.
Yeah. I think Biggie should be announced for commentary just for that match. You know how they've had people randomly come in for commentary during matches?
I gotta stick with New Day. The title scene needs some fresh faces, a heel, and plus
fresh faces, the New Day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But who haven't held the titles in a while and who aren't face.
Well, the Roy Raiders are never on TV, so it's time for something new.
True. All right, next match we did those. We'll do the United States Championship match. We got L.A. Knight, defending against the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fat 2. Fizz, who do you got?
I love my boy L.A. Knight. Yeah, of course. But Samoan Werewolf is holding that title at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Two reasons. A, I just don't see him losing. He's the next big thing already, in my opinion. And two, I think this is LA Knight's shot to try to get into the main event scene, then get out of that mid card scene. Still popular. They can still use him right now.
Yeah, we'll get to my prediction in a minute. CJ?
I think I'm gonna change from last night since I done thinking about it. I really thought that Solo may cost Jacob. I didn't think he was gonna get pinned. I thought it was gonna be a DQ to lead Solo and Jacob at Backlash. But I'm gonna stay safe because I'm behind in picks, and I'm gonna take Jacob.
The show hasn't even happened yet. He knows he's behind.
Well, no, I mean like the overall. Like I'm
okay.
I'm like I'm 3 points behind you, so 4, so I got to catch up.
That's a good prediction, Phil.
But I ain't picking. I ain't gonna pick that for the main event night too. I don't care if I lose or not. You know that.
CJ with Cena and Leo with Ray makes no sense. But hey, Fat 2 because he's all gas and no brakes. That's a good way to put it, Phil.
I'm not picking Cena.
Leo and CJ or Leo and Zero. I can't get this shit.
Yeah, we're both going for Jacob.
Yeah, I got Jacob Fat 2 as well. His first loss is not going to be a pinfall loss to LA Knight, especially at WrestleMania.
Nope.
Like I said, when I did
singles loss.
Yeah.
He has lost a dark match, but it was to Cody Rhodes.
Oh, dark matches aren't lost.
That's not canon. Okay. If I don't see it, it doesn't count.
Well, I can send you the
That's
video.
why he doesn't watch Raw and SmackDown every week.
I saw Cody Rhodes pin
memory.
Cody beat him with a crossroads.
I saw Cody Rhodes pin Kevin Owens the night after WrestleMania 38. Did that count? No.
Nope. But I'm just saying.
Anyway, all right. So yeah, we all got Fat 2. That's a fair shout, I believe. All right. On to what might be the most personal match on the card. We have Tiffany Stratton defending her championship. I can never make out the names of this. WWE Women's Championship. Okay, I'll go with what Wikipedia says. Against Charlotte Flair, aka Cher herself.
Don't hate on my woman.
Who?
You. Charlotte. That's the queen.
She's somebody's grandma.
Oh, she's like 30 years old, 30-something years old.
And she looks like she's 60. Listen. I heard a joke on a podcast. This was dating back to the Royal Rumble. They were like, "Oh, are we gonna have the 3 faces of Charlotte like we did for Foley?" I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, she's had way too much work done. I don't know why.
Way too much. No. She had all the work done.
Yeah.
Way too much is an understatement. But all right. Well, since CJ feels some type of way, we'll start off with CJ.
I'm going with Charlotte Flair. There's no way she's coming back and losing at WrestleMania to Tiffany. No way.
Fizz.
Man, you know, I picked Tiffy originally on my podcast, but then I'm thinking, man, can Charlotte really lose at Mania?
Nope.
Probably not. So I'm gonna agree with CJ on this. Wasn't my first choice, but Charlotte most likely is gonna be redeeming why she's the queen.
Death, taxes, and Charlotte Flair.
That's
Death, taxes, and Charlotte Flair getting a facelift. Anyway, Leo/Xero.
Xero has gone for Charlotte Flair. I'm putting it on the line. I'm picking Tiffany Stratton.
Of course he is.
I don't care. No, I feel like someone has to put it on the line. And for me, the best decision they could make over WrestleMania is having Tiffany Stratton beat Charlotte Flair.
She can't cut a promo to save her life. She's terrible.
Oh, because Charlotte can't.
Yeah.
She gets rattled by a booing crowd.
She sliced her up in the face by side by side already once.
Yeah, but then Tiffany got her back with the 0-3. So, I mean.
0-3.
Yeah, well.
That flustered her completely.
Off the script, she did.
You can't deal with being booed.
Well, Charlotte went off the script too. Tiffany just returned the favor, apparently, allegedly.
Tiffany's young. She's gonna have many more championships. I just think Charlotte's gonna win.
Tiffany's young. That's why Flair should put her over.
She's not gonna though. Not yet.
But anyway,
Mariah May's coming soon. Her versus Tiffany is a brilliant matchup.
I think
apparently she's coming soon, but apparently Mariah May's got a lot of time left on that contract.
What
in Vegas already this weekend?
They've already
I
teased.
said it's only this summer.
They've already teased Charlotte and Jade. So
I heard it's November.
Summer.
No, it's summer.
Summer or sooner. Summer or sooner.
How was it summer when she signed in November of 2023?
Her contract's ready.
She only
That's why
signed
she
1
lost
year.
the. Yeah,
I think
that's
she
why
signed
lost
2.
the
No,
match.
she only signed 1.
Mercedes.
So what if Ludwig Kaiser cost Tiffany the match?
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. So he's really sliding the DM? Stop.
I mean, that's a Vince Triple H move right there.
We're getting out of hand here, folks. Come on. Ryan says, Leo, you're 1 sub away. Oh, Ryan.
I told you he'd bring it up, didn't I? I told you he'd bring it up.
Ryan, you shouldn't have said that because I'm ready to hit unsubscribe for Leo.
Andrade.
Andrade comes out for Tiffy and pins Charlotte.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Andrade's like, I'm gonna get her back for that divorce. All right. So here's my thing.
Give me back the woman I married.
Yeah. If Tiffany wins, this whole Charlotte and Tiffany hating each other thing was a scam. If Charlotte wins, it was all for real, and Charlotte pulled rank, and it's gonna win the women's championship. I'm giving the slight lean to Charlotte Flair. I don't want to. It would be better if Tiffany won. But for prediction's sake, I can see Charlotte pulling rank and winning this thing. Yeah. All right. And that's depressing, honestly. On to... Oh, wait, no, we're not on to the main event yet. On to what is probably going to be the first match of the night for night 1.
It looks as if it's going to be that
It is the first match.
Yeah, it definitely.
It's confirmed.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Was confirmed?
by WWE.
Not by WWE, but by...
Right, so it's not confirmed then.
Well, I would bet on it. Yeah, it's going to be an opening match.
They gotta open up with a hype match, especially with him.
We have Mr. Yeedlejuice himself, Jey Uso. No, nobody liked that nickname? Okay. Going against the world heavyweight champion, Gunther. Fizz, who do you got?
Mr. Yeet himself, dude. As I just said, you gotta pop Mania off with a freaking bang. Get Jay out there. Get Jimmy's ass out there. Let's get it popping. Get the party going.
Yep.
The best way. It's a setup. The setup is obviously there, right?
Yeah.
Let's make it full. Boom.
And just like Charlotte Flair's marriage record, Jay is 0-3 against Gunther. And yeah. Leo and Xero. And why does Xero have Gunther retaining?
Xero does have Jay. So
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait a second.
I also have Jay. However,
Oh, God.
if Gunther won and beat the shit out of Jay, I would genuinely love it.
Oh, God.
I think
I'm
that
just-
would be
I
a
am-
good shocking
No,
way.
I do prefer Gunther over Jay,
Agreed.
but
Leo just
It's
hates
like-
happiness.
I do. I don't feel
Yeah.
it.
Leo just hates happiness.
So for me, there's only two ways Gunther wins here. Sami Zayn's kind of been written off TV. Maybe he comes back and turns on Jay. That they're like the big
No.
deuces. Or it's a Jay Roman all over again, and Jimmy throws a towel in. But I'm gonna go with Jay. Triple H can't be stupid and not cash in right here. I'm going Jay.
I have Gunther to lose. Yeah.
Woo.
60,000 people or 70,000 people, whatever it's going to be. And they'll round it up to 90,000 people. 90,000 people. That entrance is going to be crazy. When he wins the title, that celebration is going to be crazy in Las Vegas to kick off night one. And plus, if you don't give the title to Jey Uso now, it's never going to happen.
Right.
Never. So, yes, I think we're all on board with Jey Uso winning. Yeah, until Gunther beats him clean in 3 minutes and all of our dreams get dashed.
I
Yeah.
would laugh so hard.
I would.
He just
I
got
mean,
slaughtered.
I wouldn't be against it, but I just don't think that they're going to do that.
It's Gunther's got to fight Goldberg anyway, so gotta get the
Oh
title.
God.
No, Goldberg
Don't say
and Braun
that.
Breaker is going to be a Saudi.
I'd prefer Goldberg and Braun Breaker, but I mean the history of Goldberg and Gunther are there, so
Yeah.
The history being one segment.
well, yeah, that's more than Braun and Goldberg have.
I know, but it's just like you made it sound like so much more.
I mean, it's technically true. All right, main event of night one. We've got Roman Reigns, the OTC, versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, a triple threat match for nothing. Who am I starting with? I'll go to CJ.
So, obviously, I'm a big Roman guy, but he's actually doing what he's supposed to do at his age, and he's going to pass the torch. He's not winning.
Hold on. Time out.
Wait
You
a
said
second.
you said Roman's supposed to pass the torch, right?
Right.
So why wouldn't Charlotte pass? Isn't Charlotte older than Roman?
No.
Probably.
No.
She
You're
looks
close.
it.
Well, yeah. If we're just going off of looks wise, yeah.
So this match is going to intertwine, I think, with Mania with Night 2. I think it's kind of hard to say because I think Drew and Seth are going to end up with The Rock. I think Paul Heyman is going to end up with The Rock, but they're not helping Cena. They're helping Cody. But I'm going to go with Seth Rollins to win.
Yep. All right. So Charlotte Flair is 39. Wait. She just hit 39 about 2 weeks ago.
She's not
Well,
39.
Well, Roman's been in
She is.
10 Mania main events. He can lose one. He can lose.
Roman Reigns is
38.
How do you know that? No, he's 39 as well.
Oh, okay. He
Oh
just
wait,
turned-
but Roman's going to be 40 in May, so he's got him beat. He's got her beat, but not by much though.
Nope. But
right.
he's been in 10 main events, so
Yeah. Phil says, Leo, I like you more than Bobby. Yeah, get in
Subscribe
line.
to the Wrestling Retrospective.
That's true. Actually, I think he might be already. I think when you were trying to
Doesn't
get
matter.
to
Subscribe again.
when you
I
were trying
won't-
to get to a certain number, I think I sent it to him.
I
Eugene
won't-
versus Just Incredible, Ryan says. Oh, no.
I want Punk to win because it's his first Mania main event, but I think that Wise Man is going to lead with Seth Rollins and The Rock.
That's going to be his present, in my opinion. It's going to be his main event, but it doesn't mean he's going to win. All right,
Yeah.
Fizz, who you got?
Oh man, you want me to? Okay.
You got to speak up a little, Evan.
Oh, my bad. Better.
Don't eat your microphone, Jesus.
Yeah. Well,
It's all
right.
What do you call it? All right. So I'm going to take a little bit of CJ's with. I said Seth Rollins. I'm still saying Rollins wins this. Rollins is the dark horse of this main event. He is the guy who's ran this story some of the best. And he's already, as I told you the other day, he already told us he's already part of them with the promo on Monday. Was it best for business? Never anything in the Triple H era is said out of coincidence. Let's be honest.
True.
So best for business. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, he's the EO. He's the EO of their triple threat as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a very good way to put it. And because of that, if you think about it, people keep kind of putting the spotlight on the Paul Heyman, Punk, and Roman situation. They're forgetting Rollins, and Rollins is now owed a favor. Now,
Paulie H.
And I think, Bobby, I'm going to take this from actually our other boy. I think Paul Heyman leaves with nobody. I think he's going to walk out.
That's not a bad way to get people to watch Raw and SmackDown if Heyman leaves with nobody.
Right? With nobody. Rollins ends up winning. Then night 2, we see both of them return.
That'll be awesome. All right. Leo, I know you're going to have a take on this, so go for it.
What do you mean?
You said it the other day.
You're a Punk guy, we know.
Did I?
No, you I'll just make your pick and I'll tell you.
So me and Xero have gone for CM Punk.
Okay, because you said Seth Rollins wasn't winning the other day.
No, he's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You had an opinion on this. You were like, "Oh,
yeah. I don't.
All people are being played or something." You said
he's winning even less than Rollins. Like
Roman's eating the pin from whoever wins.
Roman's got no chance in this one.
Nope.
Agreed.
For me, the whole Paul Heyman thing, like I know it's been like the center of all this. I couldn't give a shit where he goes. To be fair, like I don't care about it really. Like for me, it just makes sense to have Punk get the win so he can start his road to a championship. Like that's the way I would do it anyway. Would like this starts off a year of chasing properly a world championship. Because it's one thing he's not really done since coming back. I know he was injured for the first part. He had Drew for the second part and then Rollins. So now he can concentrate fully on being a WWE or world champion.
Well, you can mark it down. It's going to be Punk Roman at SummerSlam.
That would be awesome because I'll be there.
Mark it down.
And Roman's definitely taking the pin here. I agree because he's going to leave for a little bit.
Roman's got no shot. Guys, you know the reason I always say TBH? There's always been a reason. What are you, a Triple H booking right now? What are you talking about? Anyway, I've got Rollins. I think Heyman's going to walk out with him. I think they're going to officially turn Seth heel instead of him playing the tweener.
Anti-hero?
Yeah, I think they're going to officially turn him. I think Seth gets the win. And plus, I mean, Punk doesn't really need the win. Roman definitely doesn't need the win. So, I mean, and I think Roman does take the pin.
Plus, Roman's just going to go away for 6 months like he did last year.
Yeah.
So.
And another reason...
probably. Or after Money in the Bank, whatever.
Roman is going to be gone until like July, so he's definitely not winning.
Right before the SummerSlam matchup,
basically.
Yeah, he'll return at Revolution. Or Evolution, whatever they call it. Yeah.
Revolution, you AW mark.
Yeah, true. I was like, yeah, whatever. He said, check your text. This is never good. Should I do it live on air or
what is you don't reveal the picture.
What is that? He took the time to make that?
Is that the sign to say that Rollins is winning? Or
I always send the bat I always send the signal to him. Somebody made a bat signal in the air, but instead of the bat logo, it says TBH. So I always have that for Ryan. TBH. Yeah. I was like, that's always a good one. All right. Yeah, I got Seth for the win. Plus, I think it would be cool to see Rollins close out night 1. All right. On to night 2. All right, I'll ask you all this. What do you guys have kicking off night 2?
The triple threat.
Right.
Triple threat.
I have women's triple threat as well. I think it's a smart way to go. Start both nights off with either a great match or what's going to be a great moment.
With world titles.
Yeah. Yeah, plus, yeah, if you're not going to end it, you might as well kick it off, you know. All right, yeah, we'll start with that one. I've got Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. Triple threat for the Women's World Championship. Who do we got? Leo and Zero.
So Zero has Rhea Ripley.
I thought you said
Because,
his
of
Mania
course,
predictions were fine.
I have Bianca Belair.
As you picked up the shirt, I have Bianca Belair.
Yeah, no, I makes the most. As much as I would love to sit here and say Io is going to win, I don't think she is, unfortunately. I think Bianca makes the most sense. She can go and have her feuds with Naomi over the title, have her feuds with Jade over the title, and she's like proven through her very long Raw Women's title reign that she can kind of feud with anybody. Whereas Rhea kind of got stuck feuding with Liv, and we didn't really know where she was going to go afterwards. Whereas like Bianca is a proven champion who can feud with whoever they want to put her up against. So
what about Io?
It makes them. What about Io?
She proved herself as a champion.
No, true. I just don't think. No, I agree. I just don't think she's winning. This is just. I think it's going to be. I've been convinced for a while that it's going to be Bianca.
Yeah. All right, Fizz, who you got?
I was really hoping when he pulled up the shirt, he was going with my pick. It got me so excited. That's why I was like, what? and I get it. Trust me, Bianca will. And when she becomes champion again, she will be a great champion. Because she is. I think Io is also on her boat. I think the outlier in here is Rhea. I think Rhea just was stuck in that revolving circle with Liv and Dirty Dom for the past year and a half. God. My goodness. And in my opinion, there's no way Triple H is making his girl, one of his top girls, look this bad on a weekly basis for her to lose.
Not bad.
I just
did you get
now?
Did you see what I said about Dom on my predictions? I was like, Rhea's been around moody cow. I can see why Dom left her.
Who would have thought Dominic Mysterio babyface turn? Huh?
Now, Leo, I will say Bianca. You know, it's funny, Bobby. I don't know if I brought this up the other day either, and it hit me afterwards. Bianca could easily win, and the only reason I'm saying that is because of her Mania record.
Yeah, she's.
It's not true. It's not true.
What do you mean?
She has lost at WrestleMania.
When? Are you saying they're just hyping this up?
At WrestleMania 34, on the pre-show, she lost the women's battle.
Oh, for the love of God, stop it!
That doesn't count.
I'm just saying.
Pre-show count? It depends. The pre-show count. It comes down to that then.
Well, they're saying WrestleMania record. She was on the show. She's in the record books as on the show.
Therefore, I don't even remember her being there for that.
I get it, and I wind people up by saying that, you know, she isn't actually a winner. But I understand they want to go with the undefeated record.
Yeah,
but it's
just pre-show is not canon.
It does throw people off like it just did you guys.
All right, CJ, you're up.
You know, I'm a big Rhea fan. Like, I don't know, Zero picked her too. I'm not gonna go with Zero. I'm gonna go. I'm trying to win here, so.
Who did you go with yesterday?
I picked Bianca.
That was yesterday's predictions. Today's predictions are a whole other ballgame.
Yeah, that don't count. That's just for people to listen to. I don't care about that. I'm just looking for views. I don't care. I'm JD from NY. I don't give a shit. So I'm gonna go with Io to retain.
And if you all hear that downstairs, that's my vacuum.
Wait, hold up. But never mind. I'm going Bianca. Sorry.
Oh,
okay.
Switch up.
I just wrote it down. Oh.
Bobby changed earlier. I can have a change as well. I'm going Bianca.
Yeah, but that was the pre-show of NXT.
Doesn't matter.
And I was given info that I didn't know about. All right. I've got Bianca. I think it's time to put the title back on her. She'll be a great champ. Rhea doesn't need the belt back right now, and you can do a Bianca Io feud, and yeah. And then we can. I think this leads to Bianca Rhea at SummerSlam. For sure. All right.
Mania.
Oh, you're saying they're holding off for a whole year in New
But-
Orleans?
I mean, they could. I mean, they could
Because
do.
he's going to New Orleans.
Yeah,
No, I live there.
that's like me. That's like me saying Cena should hold
SummerSlam,
off.
yeah.
See, well, I did say that originally, but then he turned heel, and I changed my opinion. On
No,
that
I
completely.
think because I think Bianca's gonna have like Naomi and like Io, like she's gonna have a lot to do.
Yeah.
I think they can hold it off for to Mania. I do. I think I have a long bill for it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I've got Bianca. It would be cool to see her as champ again. It's been like 2 years, honestly.
Yeah.
So, all right. Next match, we have a tag team match for the women's tag team championships. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defending against Bailey and Lyra Valkyria. CJ, who do you got?
Okay, so if Vince McMahon was the one that was writing this card, he would want Lyra and Bailey to win because Lyra's already the IC champion and her title reign is absolutely trash. The booking is terrible for it. So I'm going to go with Liv and Raquel. Liv has dominated this year for the women's division.
Yep. Leo/Zero.
Liv and Raquel for the both of us.
Okay. Fizz.
Liv and Raquel to retain.
Yeah, they got
You
to.
sleep
Hottest
it.
star all year.
Oh,
But
yeah, well,
I will
100%.
say we will, just because this feud is something they kind of just threw together in a couple weeks and throw it in there. They got to get us invested, right? The investment's already there. It's Bailey turning on Lyra. I already told you she's giving her a rose plan, walking out on her
Yeah.
because
I think
of
one
that
of
roll
them's
up win
turning
that
heel.
she had. Say it again, Leo.
I think one of them is turning heel. I'm just not sure which one this is.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's Bailey because of that slap or whatever, and we've seen her as a heel, and she's a good heel. So
True.
So they just, I just got a text that they possibly could have Chelsea Green have an open challenge against Nikki Bella or Alexa Bliss. So,
whoa.
So
But
2
isn't
open
Randy
challenges.
also?
yeah.
Yeah.
No. Here's what we're doing. Chelsea Green's gonna have an open challenge. Who's gonna answer it? Randy Orton. We're just gonna combine. We're just gonna
But
merge.
then you'd have Penta answer it.
Yeah, true. But he's already got another match. Phil said the
So,
tag match is when I take my bathroom break. Fair, I guess. All right, yeah, clean sweeping. I've got Liv and Raquel. I just think they're not losing. I said
I
on
did
Fingers what?
Oh yeah, I did hear that Chelsea Green was going to be host, which I felt like would have been a very good position for her to be in.
Yeah.
Without
That's-
a match.
Yeah, I've got. I said on Fizz's podcast the other day, Bailey beat Liv on Monday, which means Liv beats Bailey back on Sunday or Saturday. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah. Next match, which might be the match of the weekend, in my humble opinion. We have Damian. No, of course not. We have Damian Priest match of the weekend. What are you, crazy? AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. Who do we got? Fizz.
Oh man, I gotta. You know, I said the phenomenal one originally, but something just tells me he's gonna give Logan Paul one, and this is it. He's gonna give it to him. Logan Paul, as much as I may not be a fan of the goddamn guy, he puts on good matches, and I agree. I think this is a match of the night candidate, match of the weekend candidate, possibly.
Yeah. All right. Leo/Zero.
So Zero has gone for AJ Styles, and I have also gone for AJ Styles. And if we had been on Uncut, I sent a clip into Zero explaining why I was going for AJ Styles, just to wind you up, because a good friend of mine said something about this match, which I fully agreed with. And his name is Karrion Kross.
Oh my.
And he's kind of said that AJ Styles has to win this match for pro.
Oh no, I accidentally muted Leo. Sorry.
Yo.
Sorry, my finger slipped.
Yeah, well, I don't have the clip, and it wouldn't have been as much of a reveal if I'd sent it to you, and then and all that stuff. So.
I just heard Karrion Kross and my mind went blank, just like it does when I watch him on TV.
Dude, he has this good, long, nice, slow-paced, evil story going on.
Slow
right?
paced.
Hey,
Slow
He
paced
turned
is
the
an
bloodline
understatement.
heel. Like, come on.
Yeah, he turned Roman Reigns heel. Yeah. That was. Yeah.
No, it's
No, he
not.
didn't.
He
Yeah.
did
TikTok.
Yeah.
he did the thing with the bloodline. Bloodline fell apart months later.
Hulk Hogan's
Oh, no.
watching.
and don't forget, Leo, he did the thing
Okay.
with the New Day recently.
The New
Okay.
Day.
Gonna have to-
AJ
okay.
Styles, Shinsuke
Okay.
Nakamura.
Get him out of
Yeah,
here.
he did it with
CJ, I'm getting him out of here. He's
Get him
done.
out of here. Get him out of here.
Yep. He misspelled it too.
Get him out of here.
Oh, should I add him as a moderator?
I thought Ryan was in the chat for these.
What a
kind of things.
moron.
Yeah. And he even spelled it wrong too. So
Yeah, he can't spell.
yeah. Messages are
Oh, yes.
deleted, so we're good to go.
Oh, sorry, I have AJ Styles for defending pro wrestling
For defending pro wrestling.
against
All right.
dirty YouTubers like
Dirty.
us.
I'm getting to YouTubers. All right. CJ, who you got?
I'm going with Logan Paul. I think that he's lost a lot of big matches and he always performs well. He lost to Cody and Roman. I think it's time for him to get a win.
Yeah.
He beat Randy Orton and Kevin Owens.
One match, but he lost to Cody, Roman, Seth. He lost to Seth too.
LA Knight.
LA Knight, yeah. I think Logan wins here.
This one back.
I think it's the hardest match on the card to predict.
It is.
Yeah,
hard.
no, it's a 50-50.
It really could go either way.
I'm going with Logan, but I can definitely see AJ pulling this off. But for predictions wise, I'm going Logan.
Damn, I should have went AJ. I'm behind you.
Yeah, well, of course.
Well, I'm gonna get you the main event, so don't.
Well, Bobby's winning, so everyone's behind.
Can the main event be 10 points? Because everybody.
No, but you're gonna get it wrong anyway. So what does it matter? Anyway,
Then you'll be
we'll get to
down
that.
10 points.
We'll get to that in a minute here. Oh, an Optimum truck. Huh.
Y'all gonna be crying.
Fizz, they're gonna knock out my Wi-Fi on Saturday at 6:59.
Oh
Watch.
my God.
Hey Fizz, I'll send you a message I'll follow you on Instagram whenever Cody wins because they're gonna. Bobby and Leo are gonna be crying.
You're CJ. You're gonna want to hear my prediction before you sending me a message.
CJ, you are in the minority here, bud.
That's good. No, Zero's with me too. So
Phil says, "Oh yeah, because that doesn't help your cause." Phil says, "Boo, Bobby." I don't even know what I said to get booed, but whatever. Probably the Karrion Kross take. Can't stand that guy. So boring. But anyway,
I like his wife.
His hairstyle every time, whoever he's gonna turn heel. By the way, fun.
Yeah, he should have just shaved it bald again. That's when he looked like a killer.
Hey,
He was great.
He does follow me on X, and so does his wife, and his wife is phenomenal.
Oh shoot.
No, AJ Styles is phenomenal.
Well, AJ don't follow me, so fuck him.
Anyways, anyway, all right. On to the next match. We have 3 more matches left, folks. Then we're gonna get on out of here.
No,
Fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental. Wait, 4 more matches. I lied. Sorry, I just caught on to my. I just caught on. 4 more matches. Fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. We have the champion Braun Breaker defending against Penta. Defending against Finn Balor, defending against
or something.
Defending against Dominic Mysterio. CJ, who do you got?
I think the Judgment Day is going to have a new member soon. I think Finn is going to be away from them. I think it's time. I've been saying it for months. Dominic Mysterio needs the title. I'm going Dom.
Mm-hmm. And CJ, my friend Phil says he's on Team CJ. I'll put it up again for a minute.
Nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of EVP fans out there.
Ryan must have been asleep at the wheel. He said Hulk Hogan while, and where were you to remove him? Oh, Ryan, why did I have to remove him? Ryan's falling asleep at the wheel again. Oh, welcome to the chat, Joe Farrow. He says Dominic Mysterio time.
Yes,
all right.
Dirty Dom.
Fizz, you got Dom?
Dirty Dom, baby. Dirty freaking Dom.
Leo and Zero?
Zero has gone for Dom. I've gone for the greatest luchador of all time.
El Grande Americano.
El Grande
El Grande Americano. Well, there's nothing more to say to this one. Then let's sweep this one, boys. I got Dominic Mysterio. I can't believe it. I never would have imagined this was the route they were going, but I'm for it. So yeah, cool. All right.
Go on,
I'm gonna save Leo for last on this one, and me for last on this one. So we have the Sin City Street Fight. We have Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. CJ, who do you got?
Drew is he's gonna have a big year. They're already like putting him out there working with The Rock for some kind of project. Drew's lost at the Chamber. He's got to win here. I'm going Drew. He's going with The Rock anyway.
You're adorable. Fizz, who you got?
The Scottish Psychopath is my pick, but I'm sorry to say I can see Triple H making him look like more of a psychopath by losing, and that's how he could align with corporate Rock. I kind of like him maybe pulling off that storyline, and guess what? Hair flip, Team Undertaker for the win, baby.
No, I hope not.
Leo, who does Zero have?
Zero has Drew McIntyre.
Okay. Who do you have?
I also have Drew McIntyre.
Fizz is in a minority there.
Oh, I did that on purpose with Bobby, just for Bobby on that one.
Bobby's not going Damian Priest.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
He might though. I hope he does.
Say your prediction and then I'll say my thing.
All right. I'll say my prediction and then I'll go on my rant. It should be Drew McIntyre, but it won't be. It's going to be Damian Priest because what does Drew do? What does Drew McIntyre do recently? He loses big matches. He got pinned in the Chamber in 5 minutes. He lost at the Rumble by getting eliminated by Teemu Undertaker. Yeah. And yeah, I am absolutely appalled and disgusted that Drew McIntyre has to come down to this level to fight Damian Priest at WrestleMania. You could have had Drew versus, well, at the time it was going to be Drew versus LA Knight, but then LA Knight won the belt, so that's one thing. You could have done Drew versus Orton. You could have done
Drew versus that again.
Drew versus Roman.
Why not? Okay, yes.
You could have done Drew versus El Grande Americano. That would have been better. You could have done Drew versus Tozawa, and I would have been more interested in that.
Oh my.
But no. But now we get Drew versus Damian Priest, Teemu Undertaker, the guy that almost lost his world title on accident because he didn't know to kick out before 3.
At least he didn't.
What?
At least he didn't.
Yeah, but Seth had to help him along the way, though.
Well, Ryan is right though. Triple H is obsessed with Damian Priest. So
yes,
But
I don't get the obsession with Damian Priest. I've never been into Damian Priest. He was probably the coolest when he cashed in his Money in the Bank. But after that, what did he do with his title reign? Nothing.
yeah, Drew has to win here.
Oh, what did he do, Leo? Please. He beat Jey Uso. He beat Jey Uso again. Then he beat Drew McIntyre because of CM Punk. Then he beat Seth and Drew. Yeah.
Yeah. They were still good matches, though.
But he had help every single time. The good matches weren't because of him.
But the help wasn't for him.
The good matches wasn't because of him.
That's not.
Listen,
but that's not my argument. My argument is
listen,
you're saying.
You know what would have been a.
Shut up, Bobby.
What?
No, you're saying that Drew is going down to Damian's level.
Yes.
Which he isn't. Drew is bringing Priest up to his level.
I agree with that.
And it shouldn't be.
Like, you're looking at the negative when the positive is someone is bringing people up to their level.
I like
it.
That.
It was the same if Cross and Sammy would have happened.
Yep.
It was Sammy bringing Cross up to his level.
I agree.
It wasn't Sammy going down to Cross.
And you would have been convinced on this whole Cross theory if that match would have been legit.
Are we wasting a Mania match with Karrion Kross? No, God, no.
Only because Sammy's not around.
You know what match we should do at Mania? You know what match we should do? And I would be so excited for this because I could get up, go to the bathroom, get some food. Karrion Kross versus Damian Priest. That would be great.
Me and Leo actually agree on what he just said. So mark that.
I hate this match is as useless as Drew McIntyre versus Baron Corbin was at WrestleMania 38. Useless.
No, it's not though.
Useless.
I don't think it is.
But here's the difference, though. We knew Drew was winning that one. Wouldn't be shocked if Drew takes another L. This match makes zero sense, like this Lesnar versus Ambrose at 32. Yeah, it shouldn't be happening.
So you're going
We just
Priest?
judged the Priest mark.
Oh God, here we go. There's another AEW mark in the chat, Leo, like you. So WWE wasting 90% of the matches on this Mania. I think the card's not that bad, truthfully.
So did you go Priest? Because I'm trying to catch you. So yeah, I hope you
I'm
did.
going Priest.
You went Priest.
CJ, you've got no problem catching him this time.
I'm going Priest.
Oh,
Because Drew McIntyre doesn't win big matches. Vince booked McIntyre better than Triple H books McIntyre.
I agree with that.
Facts. But then he's on that level already. That's the thing. Even without a title.
I mean, he's
my
about to,
argument, my argument isn't
like you
with
guys are
that.
saying.
My argument is
Now-
with you saying that he's going down to Priest level, which he isn't.
I don't agree with. Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that. He's about to join The Rock. Like he's going Team Corporate.
Maybe. Until it happens, I'm not buying into that.
Even if he doesn't join Team Rock, let's just say you're telling me Priest goes
But-
down. No, he can go fight.
Drew
for
is a certified main eventer, and Priest is getting to that point, and this
Yeah.
match is only going to help that.
I agree.
How is this Mania mid? I would like to know why people think that.
Because Ryan's an idiot.
the hype from last year to this year, man. People all want that whole cinematic thing that happened with The Rock. It's just not possible on a yearly basis.
Well, yeah, because Cody's walking in as champ. Of course it's going to be blech. That guy's terrible. Hold on. Move. They haven't done... Oh, wait.
Ryan trying to sell StreamYard on the comments.
No, that was me. I clicked it on accident because I can't get around it to get to the comments.
Okay.
And every time I click it, it says, yeah, they just haven't done anything to have me invested in this car whatsoever. Fumbled Cena turn, not yet. As long as he wins, it's okay. Confusing booking all over the place. Yeah, because you know why this card hasn't invested you, Joe Farrell? Because it's not AEW.
Well, makes sense.
AEW is so good, though.
Yeah, of course. AEW is great. Fizz watches it weekly, right, Fizz?
Yeah, weekly freaking watcher. I have my AEW freaking posters.
I don't think I've ever watched it, to be honest.
We needed Hendry on the card. That was never gonna happen.
No.
The mystery opponent.
Yeah, Orton's mystery opponent. Good segue, Fizz. You did that on accident too. That's the best part of it all.
It's going to be Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
just a shame that,
Hey,
it's just
hold
a
up.
shame that Hendry is hurt.
I'm cool with seeing Mandy Rose.
Joe Hendry's hurt?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh, shit.
Yes. He has a triple threat match next weekend, and he's hurt.
What? Heck, maybe even have a celeb match. Kaisen for speed. No. Why would we waste a WrestleMania match on those two guys? No. He was fine in the Rumble because he got destroyed. That was a good spot for him.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was a great spot.
Oh,
but-
one spot out of 30 is fine.
Yeah, one spot when he gets eliminated from the Rumble in 60 seconds, if he was even in there that long, that's fine. But we're not
And it's a
wasting.
highlight play.
Yeah, exactly. We're not wasting a WrestleMania match on him. All right, Joe Farrell commented back. Not this case. Not the case. Promotion doesn't even matter. I watch the show every week. Yeah. He just hates CM Punk because he turned his back on AEW.
Oh,
That's the reason. Anyway, Orton. Do we think it's Solo? Do we think it's somebody else? Who are we going with?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So, according to what I got last night, the info I got, they are fast tracking someone back to WWE before they were supposed to come, and we are going to see Randy Orton versus Rusev Day.
I mean, it's not
Oh.
terrible. Pharaoh, do you love CM Punk anymore?
I
He
also
turned
love
his back
CM
on
Punk.
Tony Khan, but yeah.
see. It's Rusev Day, CJ. Do they have him lose?
Yep, they have to.
No, if it's Rusev Day, he has to win.
If it's someone returning,
If it's
Well, that's why-
Solo, yes, Orton can win.
That's why it can't be Malachi. That's why it's not going to be Aleister Black because they can't
definitely
have
not. They can't have him lose.
they can't have Aleister lose. So Randy
Rusev
got to
can't
win.
lose either.
Well, Randy's main event in Backlash, so he needs to win.
Mm.
Yeah,
Not really. He's Randy Orton.
Yeah, that's
right.
true.
You
Yeah,
can main
yeah.
event any pay-per-view if you wanted
He's
to.
facing
That's
Cody at
true.
Backlash.
All right, so you have Orton versus Rusev. Fizz, who do you have Orton facing?
I did hear about Rusev coming up. My only thing is, it's just very hard for me to wrap my head around Orton taking a L. and that means Orton's gonna get a W no matter what. It has to be a Solo or a Nick Aldis.
Yeah,
I'd rather see a Nick Aldis.
I think it could be Aldis too. Yeah,
I personally want to see a Aldis, but I don't know.
I don't think it's happening.
No,
that's actually a funny comment, Joe Farrow. Rusev taking the L in his return as a behavior test because apparently Tony Khan tried to bring him back to TV and Rusev refused the job, or Miro at the time refused the job. So that's an interesting one.
No, he refused the creative he was given. He didn't like the stories he was being presented, so he said no. It wasn't a case of doing the job. He's not Cope.
Well, Joe Farrow fell in. Joe Farrow gets his info from Meltzer. Then I don't know. Yeah. All right, Leo. Who do you got Orton facing?
Aleister Black.
No way.
Ooh.
All right. So let
me ask you.
And he beats Randy Orton.
No way.
I think if it's a return like that,
if it's a return, Orton loses. If it's someone that we know, like Aldis or Solo, Orton wins.
Orton wins.
Yeah. Aleister not coming back right now. It's too soon.
But Rusev isn't. Or
just a note.
Well, he can mind taking a loss, but
what happened, Fizz?
No. I was just a note to what CJ was saying about Aleister Black returning. You guys have been seeing the promos on SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
That's obviously Black.
I have, yes.
Aleister Black. Do we agree to that, or okay?
Yeah.
425. That's the hint. So he's coming at SmackDown right after.
Yeah.
Because he showed the quarter and then the 3, then he showed the 4. So
yeah.
I'm gonna take the simple approach here. I'm gonna say, if it's Orton versus a returning star, it's gonna be Orton and Rusev wins. Rusev has to win. But if it's gonna be Orton and Solo,
don't say it. No,
it's gonna be Orton winning.
No, because he's available. No,
of course
it might be. I'm not. Hey, I'm not.
Out of the two things you've chosen, which would you want to put down as a prediction officially?
What's your?
I can't put both.
Okay. All right. Just because they already
choose all 4, and then hopefully one of them will happen.
I'll hedge my bet. No, I feel like they wouldn't have done the Orton Solo thing if they were going to do it at Mania, so I'll say Orton Rusev.
Copycat.
And Rusev to win.
And Rusev to win, yes, for sure. But it would be funny if like the lights go out. Wait, you have something to say, or are you just switching your mic? Okay. It would be funny if the lights go out, like they hype this up and just Solo Sikoa comes out.
And Xero has got.
Oh yeah.
Zero's got Rusev to return and Orton to win.
Same as me. Imagine that.
We did a show yesterday.
But you two also picked Cora Jade and are in dead last in the predictions. So
I'm not in dead last. I'm right behind you. I'm in second.
Isn't Leo in second? I thought.
No, because CJ had a good rumble.
Leo, you fumbled, my man. Come on.
I was in first until the elimination chamber. That's why I fumbled.
CJ had a very good. He had a very good week, and then you had a very good rumble, and then
So since WrestleMania is on 420 this year, we're going to honor it the best way we can, and we're going to go another 3 hours because we're about to hit hour 20. Just kidding. All right, main event, night 2. Easter night in the States. We have the Elimination Chamber winner, John Cena, going against the current WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. CJ, you're going last on this one. Actually, no, CJ, we're going to get this out of the way. CJ, you're going first.
Go on, tell us why it's going to be Cody.
Yeah, why is it going to be Cody? Because Cena turned heel on you? Is that why?
No. So, I don't know why they turned Cena heel. I think it was dumb. I think he's going to win 17, but I think it's going to be as a face. I think there's going to be 3 matches with Cody and Cena. But I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes to retain him, and he's going to join The Rock.
Leo, this is your chance to overtake CJ.
I'm going with John Cena.
Yep.
Because, and I feel like someone might agree with me here. Why would they have turned John Cena heel? So having
I've been saying this whole time.
Match? I know. It's almost as if I knew it was that.
I've been saying this whole time.
They don't know. They don't know what to do with them. Watch. You'll see.
Bobby, don't lie. You'll be pumping the Magic Dragon to watch Cody win. I can't stand Cody Rhodes.
I don't know. I don't like him either, but
He's awful, and he's had it for a year. What more is there to do? Fizz, who do you got?
Bobby, you know who I got.
Yep.
The 17-time future champion,
Nope.
John Cena. And
Yep.
I have to agree with Leo that why would they turn the man just to make him lose his first match? Plus,
That's
like you said the other day, Bobby, and I thought about it, and you're 100% right. Cody Rhodes was amazing at the chase of the title.
Yep.
He's been okay to good.
Nah.
yeah, but
the,
that's not Cody's fault. That's the
with the
booking.
title itself.
He's had his moments in his
He's had
reign.
his moments.
Listen,
Yeah, I agree.
Listen, his match
The
against
Styles thing?
his Styles, his match against Rhodes, his match against Owens at the Rumble was amazing.
Okay, hold on. One
What
thing.
else has he done?
One thing. Oh, what has he done? Oh, he's the one that actually broke Roman Reigns' 1,316 day streak. He beat Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship.
That's fine, and he had a year plus run,
And he's gonna have another year.
and the chase was great. But
He's holding in another year.
like most baby faces, the chase is the best part of it.
Cody is
Also,
Cody is very over though. Like you guys act like the fans hate him. Like he's still selling merch. Like I'm telling you.
Okay, Rey Mysterio selling merch. Does Leo care?
Yeah, but he's not selling Cody type merch.
Leo's been buying the Rey Mysterio merch just in case they take it off the shop.
I mean, I agree with you guys that if he don't win, then what the hell did they turn him heel
What was
for?
the point?
But there's a story to it. Cody's already sold his soul. He just didn't do it at Chamber.
I do think, just to add a little bit on, the issue with Cody's title reign has been the feuds he's had over the title. For the majority, they haven't been to do with Cody.
Right.
You know, the whole Roman thing was obviously about Roman. The solo thing was on all the bloodline
Not
stuff.
like the central part of the story.
Yeah, he's not been the central part, and it's
which is messing
like
with
it's
his
made
reign.
the title suffer like massively.
But he also cuts the same promo every time. My dad was a plumber. My dad never won the title. I have a list.
I will say,
Hold
Bobby.
up.
Wait a second.
Hold
Dusty
up.
Rhodes is Cody Rhodes' dad.
Yeah, apparently, I never knew that.
Yeah.
He hung in
He
there
already-
with Cena last week in the promo. He didn't back down.
Yeah, when his promos are
Fine,
short and
he only
sweet, they're
took
good.
him
But
2
Fizz,
weeks.
what did you want to say? Sorry.
I was gonna say I think he's been doing really well actually. Especially when Cena's been gone, he's been holding
There's-
it together to keep that feud going.
Yeah.
When his
Well,
when his
actually.
promos are short and sweet, he's fine. But
You know what?
when
It is?
he's
I disagree. I think when his promos are not so much of consuming the fans, but more so him showing himself some
Mhm.
aggression, passive aggression. I
I
like
agree.
that.
yeah.
That's what
it also
shows him.
it also doesn't help that he talks like Shakespeare. So
Hey man, I'm used to. Who cares?
so Ryan says the chase. Ryan says the chase is always better than the catch. Sometimes with women too. Dear God. Okay. All right. Ryan also says, I think The Rock will interfere and mess Cena up, turning him face again.
Yep.
I don't know about that one, but there might be a certain rattlesnake that might be rearing his ugly head if The Rock decides to get involved. It didn't happen last year, but
So
it
that's
could
perfect,
happen
though,
this year.
if you think
Yeah.
about it. If
Mm.
if let's say the rattlesnake comes out, right?
Yeah.
Who comes out after that?
You know,
In
you
my
can call him just Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, yeah, I was being.
Everyone's just avoiding it.
It's Rollins comes out.
you.
Rollins gonna come out helping Cody Thompson. Cena wins. I think this is a long-term storytelling back all the way to what we saw many years ago with the Alliance invasion. Survivor Series, Team Triple H versus Team Corporate Rock. I'm gonna make a very bold ahead of time prediction that if that does happen, Triple H already sent his mole into Team Rock. That's freaking Rollins.
Another thing, I think The Rock is going to cost Roman Reigns in night one because we got to get the bill started for Roman Rock for 42 in New Orleans. That is
Especially-
happening.
If it happens.
You heard about his contract
I
thing the other
thought
day,
that
right,
Rock
CJ?
wasn't going to be at 42.
Yeah, he is.
You
No,
I
guys
thought he
heard
had
about
film
Roman's
stuff.
contract situation, right?
No,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. Roman's only got like a year left on his contracts or something.
Yeah, after next WrestleMania,
And he
it's
said he's gonna
over.
chill.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where he
All right.
finally beats Rollins, even though he's
right.
beaten Rollins before.
I hope not.
No.
How shows don't count. All right, so here's how I'm going to book this.
It wasn't. It was on a Raw.
Here's Roman Reigns is going to run down to the ring, take out Cena. Rock comes out, takes out Roman, and then we're going to have the Undertaker take. I know this is like high tech stuff, but the Undertaker is going to take out the Rock with a choke slam while Rock goes to slam him with the belt. Then the Shield music hits just for fun. Yeah. We've never seen that before.
Everyone's relying on interference in this one. When there's no stipulation, they're going to have to shoot the referee to get him down for as long as they need.
Because in wrestling, the ref has never been knocked out for 10 minutes by a simple
No, I know. I'm kind of.
Rock can come out and say if you say he's disqualified, you're fired. Like,
that's true. The Rock did do that night one last year.
He did that night one, exactly.
They literally announced at the time that Stone Cold Rock at 17 was going to be an ODQ match as the match was being announced. Like, I know it can happen.
Oh, it will happen.
Remember what Rock did night one? He's like, if you count me out, you're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired. If you count, if you DQ me, you're fired.
Keep counting, you fired.
Oh,
if you do your job, you're fired.
I have another bold prediction on that. Cody Rhodes is going to get his receipt on Travis Scott. He is going to
probably
get out of Travis Scott.
Yeah, probably.
Does Travis Scott need to be there? Like,
no, but will he be? Yes.
No, he's there. He's going to be there.
All right. So I have Cena. I think Leo and Xero. Wait, who does Xero have? Cody?
Yes, Cody.
Yeah. Leo has Cena, Fizz has Cena, and CJ has a draw. Bold strategy, but yeah. Leo. CJ Cody. Has Cody. All right. So I think we covered everything. Make sure you go subscribe to the Wrestling Retrospective on YouTube. He's almost at 700, but once he gets there, I'm bringing him back down to reality. Go subscribe to CJ on OnlyFans. True story. Go subscribe and like to Fizz Pipe Bomb Sessions on Spotify. Now, Fizz, is it wherever podcasts are found?
Wherever podcasts are found. Anything we are everywhere.
Yep, wherever podcasts are found, Fizz is on there. I always want to call you Pipe Bomb Sensations. Were you considering that at one point?
Yeah, and then I was like, do I want to?
Okay. That's what it went in my head for some reason. So Pipe Bomb Sessions on Spotify and anywhere you can find YouTubers. Anywhere you can find podcasts. Go subscribe to Xero. He was supposed to be here, but he had a family thing, so he couldn't be here. And happy WrestleMania weekend to you all. Merry Christmas to you wrestling fans. What are we? 31 hours away from night one kicking off, and I'm not counting the 3 hours of the pre-show. I refuse to do that.
Come on,
we got started a lot.
So yeah. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Go check out my WrestleMania predictions video. I put it in video form. And yours, yes. Just for the fun of it. I thought good content, good time to get some wrestling content out there. And yeah, thank you to my guests for joining me as always. And happy WrestleMania weekend. Happy Easter weekend to those who celebrate. And yeah, we will see you guys next time. And I'm Bobby from Bobby's Breakdowns, joined by Leo from the Wrestling Retrospective, CJ and Fizz from Pipe Bomb Sessions, and we will see you guys next time. Later. Right.